guys, we're back in the video, and today we are going to be ranking every single Piggy chapter, worst to best. Worst going D, best going S. You know the drill. I have never done a tier list. Well, I guess you call this a tier list. It's more of like just a worst to best thing. So here we go. What do I think is the worst chapter in Piggy? The worst chapter in Piggy is the gallery. Need I say more? Now, you guys may be screaming at me, I thought the worst chapter was Carnival. I thought the worst chapter was Carnival. Well, it's not. Since Gallery has no story. Well, actually, yes, Carnival's next, but Carnival is where you meet Dizzy and Pony, so I can't put it in the bottom. Gameplay, yes, it's at the bottom. But you can beat Gallery in like under a minute, what I've heard of. Like 45 seconds is the record. So Gallery's obviously at last, and Carnival's after that. What do I think is the third worst Piggy chapter? I think you saw this coming. It's the Safe Place. Now, the story is pretty good. It's just the map design. You go up over and 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 over again, and then you complete the map. Yeah, it's just an endless cycle. Hospital. This map is way too hard for a book 2 map. This map is way too hard for a book 1 map, and if the Piggy is guarding the door, like, if Piggy's guarding the plank, like, where the plank is, like, you just can't get through. You can't escape. Like, if Piggy just stands there, it's like you can't escape. And Minitoon still hasn't fixed that. So, yeah, Hospital is easily one of the worst chapters in Book 1. It's the third worst chapter in Book 1. I do not like the Hospital. And just because of that one reason, the Hospital is number 4. Number 5, the school. Wait, what? Number 5? Chapter 5? Alright, yeah, I'm not funny. But still, though, the school is kind of just, like, there, you know? Like, you go to save Bunny, that's, like, the biggest part. Like, everything else is just, like, nothing. Like, you just stand, like, and teacher is, ugh. But, yeah, and the map design isn't that good either. And it's kind of the same thing with Forest. Like, Doggy gets infected, and the map design isn't that good. And then that's where you go to the school. So, yeah, same thing with Forest. Next is Chapter 10, the mall. Now, I just can't put this any lower, because this is the chapter where we meet my favorite Piggy character, besides Kitty and Willow. Well, actually, no, Georgie's above Willow. Hashtag Georgie. But, yeah, anyway, Chapter 10 is where we meet Georgie. The only thing bringing it this low is definitely the map design. The map design is better than any of these. But the story is where we meet Georgie, and we were all expecting it was Mimi. So, yeah, this can't go any lower. So, these are all the quote-unquote bad chapters. But let's move on to the okay chapters. House is the first one. Now, it's just the basic chapter. What more can I say? Like, it's just the basic chapter. You can't go wrong with the basic. Next is Breakout. Now, don't go mad at me, David, this is the best chapter in Piggy. Well, actually, if a noob is playing the game while you're playing Breakout, you technically lost. Yeah, this is the hardest chapter in Piggy, and hard Piggy chapters is not what Piggy is made for. Piggy is supposed to be an easy game, not this hard. So, yeah, I don't like Breakout. And same with Mansion, just slightly better, though. And then Allie's Chapter 1. It's just the basic of chapter. It's just the basic. It's the basic Book 1 chapter. And next on the list is Gertie. Yeah, I just put it on the list. It leads to the house. It's a better way of advertising the house, clickbaiting. Yeah, next chapter. Chapter 11. Chapter 11 it has a pretty good map design and has a pretty good story too. And the puzzle solving is okay, so yeah, it belongs in the C tier. And same with the Metro. The Metro is literally just the outpost, but slightly better map design. No offense, IKEA. But yeah, now we are moving. Dang, we just sped through this list. But now we are moving to the good Piggy categories, aka B tier. So yeah, there are quite a bit of chapters I want to put on this list. The same as this, but you'll see why they're better. The first on B is Winter Holiday. Now, why I think Winter Holiday is better is because Winter Holiday is like a Christmas special. You get a skin for completing it, which I think they should do with all the Piggy chapters instead of Piggy coins, but whatever. Yeah, Frostiggy is a really cool skin too, and I like the map out design. So this is the first in B tier, and next is Port. It's an okay chapter. The story is kind of mid, and I kind of like the gameplay. So, and this is where the Survivor and Savior ending part start. It's probably it would probably be like at the bottom of C if that wasn't the case. But yeah, Port is here, and also the bot for Port, I can't pronounce his name, but he's a pretty cool bot. So, and especially Craxicord, that's like one of my favorite skins in Piggy. So yeah, if this wasn't a thing, then Craxicord wouldn't be a thing, which is also boosting it. So yeah, it shouldn't be in B tier, but it is. Next on B tier is the station. Now, people like the station. It's a fun chapter. Yeah, that's kind of it. Refinery is next on the list. Now, Refinery has like the biggest story. Zizzy dies, and Flamingo kind of made Zizzy die. So, how dare you, Flamingo? Nobody likes you. Okay, just kidding. But yeah, Piggy. This is where the Piggy story just drops and everyone starts crying. I mean, I only did a tier or two, Chad. But yeah, Zizzy died, sadly. And next is the store. Yeah, the store is a pretty good map. It's not like Ring Around the Rosies like all the ones on here and here. But it's actually like a cool map. Like you actually like have to run, and like there's not really that many shortcuts. So yeah, it's pretty challenging. Oh, and also yeah, I know Factory's a Ring Around the Rosies, but the story is just too big. Like William reveal, like that's just crazy. No one expected William to look like that. And also the APRP version of William. Yeah, just go look at it. Just go to the skins and then go to William and then look at it. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Factory is a pretty good story. The map is not the best, and I love the two bots idea, and Coley is a okay bot, I guess. City is next on the list. This is easily one of the best book 1 chapters. The best one's coming soon. But yeah, I think you already know what the best book 1 chapter is, but I'll reveal that later. But yeah, Chapter 9 is a really fun chapter, and it's hard. It's pretty hard. Not breakout level, but it's pretty hard. It's like factory level. So factory level is also pretty hard. City's also pretty hard, which means yeah, it's a good practice one. Breakout, even if you are a pro, you're probably not beating it solo. So City, yeah, there is a chance. So yeah, that's why I put Breakout so low on the list. Like, get it? So low. I'm not funny. But yeah, I put it so low on the list just because, like, if you wanted to play it solo, then, like, you just can't. Like, you can't beat it. You're gonna die in the first, like, minute. And it says there's no timer, but there's actually a hidden 11-minute timer. So, yeah, they lied to you. But, yeah, now we're starting with the good chapters. The first on A tier is Heist. Now, this is a fun chapter. It's definitely better than... Well, actually, it's definitely better than Alleys, because Heist is literally just an extension of Alleys. Like, Alleys, but there's more. And also, Distorted Memory is next. why I think Distorted Memory is better than Heist is because, dude, the story we got in Distorted Memory was crazy. There was crazy theories, and I like Memory and Piracy too. I like them more than Pulley. You know how much I hate Pulley. Well, you probably don't, because I made this channel pretty recently. So if you want to click that shiny red button, it would help. And all you have to do is click one button. So yeah, clicking a button isn't that hard, right? And also, it would be appreciated if you clicked the like button, but I'm not forcing you to. So yeah, I want you to click it though. Come on, it's cool looking. Okay, that's just weird. Let's just move on with Distraction. Funny how like all three of these chapters, like all three of the character focused chapters are just like in a row. But yeah, I really like all these chapters. They're really fun, and I want Mini-Toon to make more of them. I guess you can call Mansion it, but Mansion is just a worse version of these three. So yeah, if you combined all these three difficulties though, then it would probably be next to Mansion though, because it, like all the difficult hard maps are not fun. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Camp is next on the list. Now, Camp is a really fun chapter if your friends want. It's basically City, but like better challenging. It's easier. It's easier, but like easier. Like it makes it better to learn how to play the game. Camp is a pretty good example of that. Even though House is the best example of that, but yeah. And next up is Docks. I really like the bot for Docks. Like, Marcus just looks, like, creepy. Like, he's not creepy, but he looks, like, cool compared to the other bots. Like, he makes Piggy, Mother, and Father look useless. Same with, all the other Book 2 bots, to be fair. But, yeah, and what you've been waiting for. The best Book 1 map, which you probably saw coming, the plants. Why do I think it's the best Book 1 map? I don't know, it's just fun. And especially, yeah, you guys already know that I like the challenge of two bots, Mr. P and Badgie. Even though Mr. P's kind of broken, yeah, it works. So yeah, and Plant also has two areas that your teammates are gonna be fighting about all the time. So yeah, So yeah, I put Plant in A tier, and Temple is next because again. Temple is a really fun map, and also if you're on mobile, you might get Spidella might kill you from far away, which is what I struggled with when it first came out. But yeah, you don't have to worry about that right now. Oh, you have to worry about it. Also, Spidella is the best animated skin. Well, actually, no, it's not. I think it's Celsius, but yeah, the second best animated skin in the game. PGHO Films did a great job animating it. And I really love the skin, but it's not just the skin I like, it's the map I like too. The map is also really funny. Well, no, not funny. It's also really fun to play on. And Robbie is our contestant. And something funny that I don't think anyone noticed is that Robbie is our enemy in Chapter 10, Book 1, but he's our friend in Chapter 10, Book 2. Yeah, I just found that funny. But now, the top 3 best chapters inside of all of Roblox Piggy. Starting with number 3, The Lab. The Lab is a very fun chapter for anyone to play, and it also unlocks a part of the hidden ending. Same with Camp and Docks. But yeah, anyway, chapter 12 is the end of the story, and is really fun to play on. I love The Lab, and it is super fun. And whenever I get bored of playing the same chapters over and over again, I go to play Lab. And I just get unbored. And my second favorite chapter inside of all of Roblox Piggy, The Ship. The Ship is a really fun chapter, and yeah, that's how I made my one of my number 1 arch nemesis on Piggy, Bobby. Why? Because I was about to escape the map, and then Bobby killed me, and then we became rivals. So, yeah, how dare you, Bobby? But yeah, then our second try we beat it. But yeah, that's besides the point. The point is that this chapter is really fun and I love to play on it. And Archie is like the coolest looking bot inside the whole game. Well, no, I don't know what it is actually. But the number one best chapter in Piggy that you all saw coming, the sewers. This chapter is the best looking map, the best soundtrack. Like, Alphys has the best soundtrack. Literally. Okay, that was cringe, but yeah, Alphys has the best soundtrack. Literally. When he's on bot mode, at least. Alphys is super cool looking, and this is when we learn more about the insolence. And also, it has a lot of story. Because Giraffe died! And yeah, so yeah, Sewers is my favorite chapter inside of Roblox Piggy. So yeah, anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, if you haven't already. And, yeah, if you saw editing on the video, it's because I edited this video a little bit while recording it. I will remake it at some point, but yeah. Well, anyway, peace.